Welcome all of you. In this video lecture, we are going to understand about how gaseous exchange takes place. Okay. See, this is alveoli. An alveoli is richly supplied by blood vessels. The blue portion is showing veins, and the red portion is showing uh, arteries. And this mesh-like or net-like structure is showing capillaries. So from here, deoxygenated or carbon dioxide rich blood is passing, while from here the oxygen rich blood is passing. Okay, now see in the magnified view what happens actually inside the alveoli when we inhale. When we inhale, then our alveoli is filled with oxygen, and due to filling of the alveoli with oxygen, the pressure inside alveoli is increased, or the oxygen pressure inside the alveoli is higher than that of the blood vessel containing deoxygenated blood. The concentration of oxygen is lower in the blood vessels, while the concentration of oxygen is higher in the alveoli. Therefore, oxygen will move from a region of high pressure to low pressure, okay, or high concentration to low concentration due to concentration gradient, and it diffuses in the blood vessels. What will happen? When oxygen diffuses in the blood vessel, then the blood vessels, then the blood becomes oxygenated, and it is depicted with the red sign. Okay, so you can clearly see here alveolar air. This is the alveolar wall, and this is the blood capillary. In the blood capillaries, blood is moving, and in the blood, which pigment is responsible for transport of oxygen? You know that it's RBC, and in RBC especially, hemoglobin pigment helps in the transportation of oxygen. So as soon as the RBC passes through the blood vessels in adjacent with the alveolar wall, the oxygen having high pressure in the alveolar wall diffuses out and enters into the blood capillaries. In this way, oxygen enters in the blood capillaries. Now, this oxygenated blood or the blood carrying oxygen is then then go to the tissues where it is to be transported. Every tissue is also supplied with a vast network of blood vessels, while oxygen, while flowing through the blood vessels, diffuses out from the blood vessels into the tissue cell, because the tissue cell is lacking oxygen, and the pressure of oxygen therefore in the tissue is much lower than that of the blood vessels containing oxygenated blood, or the blood vessel containing oxygen. So again, oxygen from a high pressure region or high concentration region will diffuse into the region of low concentration region. In this way, oxygen is transported. In the adjacent slide, you can understand that how carbon dioxide is transported. Carbon dioxide is transported via plasma, but some amount of carbon dioxide is also transported by our red blood cells. Okay, but red blood cells transport carbon dioxide in the form of carbonic acid, H2CO3. How this will happen? Let us see. See, this is the tissue or cell which have just produced CO2 after respiration, and the CO2 concentration in the tissue is increased, or the concentration of CO2 is higher than that of the blood vessels around it. Since CO2 is a waste, a dangerous waste which need to be exhaled out, so the high concentration of CO2 inside the tissue creates a pressure gradient or concentration gradient, due to which the carbon dioxide from tissue diffuses out and enters into the blood vessels around it, and in the blood vessels it is transported mainly by the plasma in the form of carbonic acid. The water present in the blood combines with carbon dioxide and forms carbonic acid. Now this carbonic acid splits up into carbonate ion and hydrogen ion. Then hemoglobin in very little amount or little concentration helps in the transportation of CO2 in this way, but most of the carbon dioxide is transported via plasma. Okay, now this carbon dioxide is then transported back to the lungs, When it reaches the lungs, or when the carbon dioxide flowing in the blood vessel reaches lungs, then the carbon dioxide from the blood vessels surrounding the alveoli diffuses out of the blood vessels and enters into the alveolus. Why it happens? Again here, pressure gradient or concentration gradient works, because the concentration of carbon dioxide in the blood vessel is higher than that of the alveolus. Usually when we inhale, we used to inhale oxygen. As the composition, what is the composition of air? It contains about 21% of oxygen, 78% nitrogen, and 0.03% carbon dioxide. So the gas we inhale contains mostly of oxygen, and therefore the concentration usually of carbon dioxide in the inhaled air is very, very low. That's why in the alveolus the concentration of carbon dioxide is very, very low. So the carbon dioxide from the deoxygenated blood enters into the alveolus. In this way, gaseous exchange takes place. I hope you have understood something about gaseous exchange. In the next video, we will understand about cellular respiration and also the types of respiration as well. Thank you very much.